Hello. 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 Just trying to make sure that I got everything set up in here. Hello. Trying to make sure that I got everything set up in here. Hello. 1 second. I got everything set up. All right, let's see what we got going on here. See what we got going on here. All right, looks like we are ready to go live on Zoom. Hello, everyone. It is good to see you this holiday. Hello, everyone. It is good to see you this holiday season. I am Coach Fee, and I am the owner of Winsong Financial Coaching, where we help you become financially fit. We have a movement going on right now. It's called Be Intentional, the Be Intentional movement. And it's really to help you to think about your goals, think about your vision, think about what you want to do with your life, think about short-term goals, long-term goals. We really want you to be intentional with all aspects of your life. It doesn't have to be financial. It can be anything. It could be losing weight. It could be eating right. It could be anything you want. We just want you to be intentional with it. And right now, what I'm teaching you, or what we will be going over in this webinar, is called Financial Fitness is not about money. It's about your vision. Financial fitness is not just about money. It's about your vision. So a couple of things that we're going to go over. And I had a Facebook Live. So some of you who were on my Facebook Live did see some of this or hear some of this. So it'll be a repeat for you, but we're going to delve in a little bit more. We're going to get your paperwork out so that you can participate. We want you to have paper and pencil. We want you to be able to participate with us. I want to say thank you for joining in on Zoom. Last webinar, we streamed it live on Facebook, just as an introduction to let people know what we were doing. This one, we're not streaming live to Facebook, so it is just me and you in our Zoom room, in our Zoom conference room or classroom per se, and we're gonna get to work. And I have notes, so if you ever see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes, trying to make sure that I am in line with what I was saying. I have some hair in my eye. So if you excuse me a minute and let me get that hair out of my eye, I appreciate it. Well, thank you. Let's start out by talking about, let's see, your vision. Well, let me mention this. I'm gonna do a small plug for the Smart Money webinar. Smart Money Maker webinar series. Let me say it again. I'm going to do a small plug for the Smart Money Maker webinar series, which is what we're doing. This is number 2. Number 1 was about investments with Edward Moody. He talked about being able to invest, the basics of investing. This one is financial fitness. It's not just about money. It's also about your vision. The third one is going to be with the Gym Twin Travel Group, and they're going to be talking about traveling like a boss on a budget. Who doesn't want to travel? But I know everybody doesn't have the money to travel like they really, may want to. but they're going to come in and tell us how to travel like a boss on a budget. I want to travel, but I have to be on a budget. The last one we're going to do is going to be with Regina Wright, and she's going to come in and she's going to talk to us about home buying. All the good things that we need to know about home buying for those of you who are looking to buy a home next year or somewhere in the future. We want to make sure that you have the information that you need. So that is the fourth webinar. The third one will be on December 28th. The fourth one will be on January 4th. If you look on my page, Winsong Financial Coaching, Winsong Financial Coaching or Winsong FC, at Winsong FC, you will find the link along with the advertisement for the Smart Money Maker webinar series. So go ahead and register. You'll be able to get the other two reminders for the webinars coming up on December 28th and January 4th. So that's a shameless plug for our Smart Money Maker webinar series. We have one that's still out there, so go ahead. The replay is out there for the investment one on my page. We're going to be taking it down shortly. This one is going to go up. We're going to take that down in a week, and then we'll be moving on to travel. So tonight we want to talk about financial fitness. How financial fitness is not just about money. It is about your vision. You have to create a vision for your life. You know, like they say, if you don't believe in something, you're going to fall for anything. If you don't have a vision for your life and know where you want to go in life, what you want to do, you're going to just be over here doing everything. Squirrel, everything you see, you're going to want to do it. And I used to do that. I used to be that way. I would see something I wanted to do, and before I was able to achieve that, I was moving on to the next and the next and the next and the next. And I finally had to focus. I had to sit down. I had to plan what it was I wanted to do with my life. What do I want to do? Do I want to run out there and buy a new house, buy a new car? Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to go on a shopping spree? You know, I just had all these things that I was doing, and I was not focused on any one thing. I wasn't focused. I had a daughter. I had to take care of her. I was doing all kinds of stuff for her. I wanted her to be in private school. I just had tons of things out there that I was just going along. I was just doing them. I was just in the motions. I was just spending money. I was doing all kinds of stuff. And I had no focus. I had no vision. I didn't know exactly where I was going. So one of the things I want to talk to you about tonight is to create your vision. So if you'll get your little paper out, notebook, what have you, whatever you want to write in, if you would get that out, we want you to be able to follow along with us and write down with us. And for those of you who will be watching us in replay, I want to say thank you. I understand this season is really, really busy right now. And we appreciate you watching us in replay, and hopefully you'll follow along with us. So the first thing we want to do, get out our paper and write down our vision. So let me tell you, while you're trying to think of what your vision is, let me tell you, give you an example of one of mine. Well, my largest vision is to have a fulfilling life. And when I say fulfilling life, and your vision doesn't have to be really specific right now, because you'll get into more specifics with the goals that you attach with your vision. So the vision is the what you want to do. Your goals that you're going to set up is the how you're going to do it. So let me say this. I want to live a fulfilling life. And fulfilling for me is being able to travel, being able to take care of the household along with my husband, being able to see that my daughter gets what she needs, being able to see that my mother gets what she needs, my husband, just a fulfilling life, not wanting for anything. And that includes being able to travel whenever we want to. Now, these things, you may have some other things that you want to do. You may overall you may want to see yourself in this nice house, or whatever your vision is. You write down what your vision is. So write down your vision. My vision is to see, is to have a fulfilling life with me and my family. That's what my vision is. One of the things that I like to ask people to do is to really, really take a little bit of time and think. Don't spend a lot of time on it, because if you spend a lot of time on your vision 9 times out of 10 is right here. It's right here. I mean, you think about it all the time. It's what you really want to do for your life. If you sit down and you spend a lot of time thinking about it, you're going to think about all this other stuff and you're going to crowd your vision. You could have a couple of visions. I had quite a few. And you can number your visions 1 through 5 or 1 through 10, however many you have, by importance. This is my number one that I'm working on, the fulfillment of me and my family. So once you write down that vision, you want to ask yourself 3 questions. When I start with clients that come to me, the first thing that I have them do, we create a vision board. We do. We create a vision board. And they tell me about their vision, and we cut out pictures. They see, because it is proven that pictures will help you see your vision a little bit clearer. Writing down your vision will help you see your vision a little bit clearer. Posting your vision. We'll talk about posting a little bit later, but posting your vision and your goals where you can see them all the time, you can be reminded, will help you reach that vision. So I'm going to ask 3 questions. 3 questions that I ask my clients. We're going to talk about them tonight. So the first question is, when they come to me, why do you want to be financially fit? And most of the time they will tell me it's because they want to do something. They want to get their credit straight. They want to pay off their debt. They want to save for their child's college. They want to save for a home. They just want to save. They just want to be able to save an emergency fund. They want to, whatever it is they want to do. That's your vision. That is your vision. Write those things down. When you think about them, carry a notebook with you. Write those things down, because those are the things that you're going to want to think about when you're talking about your vision. What is your vision? Be able to articulate your vision at any given time. Because like I said, it's right there. We think about our vision all the time. It's the what we want to do. When people say, what is it that you really want to do? It's the what you want to do, what you want to be in life, where you want to see yourself in life. I want to see myself in 5 years. I want to be able to say, I am working at Winsong Financial coaching full time, and it is funding my lifestyle, and I am being able to pay bills out of my own company. Right now it's part-time, but that is one of my visions, not my topmost vision, but it is one of my visions that I am working towards. The third question that I ask my clients, what goals have you set? And most of them say they've set some goals. Most of them say they've written down some goals. Most of them have them all up here. And when they're up here, some people remember them. And some people, you know how you have stuff that's in the back of your head, you think about it when somebody mentions it to you, or you think about it when someone is discussing it, or when you're in a class, or when you're doing things like this in this webinar. Well, what I want you to do is get them out of here and write them on paper. Take them out of here and write them on paper, so that you can focus on them, so that you can see them, so that you can post them, so that you can go back to them, so that you can study them, so that you can make sure that the things that you are doing are on focus with where you want to go. You want to be intentional, like this movement that we're doing. You want to be intentional with everything that you're doing. You want to make sure that you are being intentional. So the next thing, most people have not thought about these questions. So let's work on the questions tonight. So like I said, take out a sheet of paper. We're going to talk about your vision. One of the things we want to make sure you do is write your vision in big, bold letters across your paper. Write out your vision. What is your vision? Now, in order to reach your vision, you have to create goals. And I don't just create any old goals. Like this is the time of year towards the end of the year, the New Year's coming where everybody want to get out their New Year's resolutions. I'm not saying I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, but I don't particularly set them because I never really reach them. And sometimes the New Year's resolutions that people set aren't really realistic. So I like to create realistic goals. I like to create SMART goals. So what I want you to do is I want you to write your, like I said, your vision across the top. Write your vision in bold, maybe a different color, maybe a colorful pen, or just write it in capital letters across the top of your page. So that's your vision, the one vision that we're working on tonight. That is your vision. Then I want you to write SMART vertically down the row. So like I have here, write SMART vertically down your column. So your S is going to stand for specific. Your goals have to be specific to your vision. It has to tell how you're going to try to accomplish your vision. Your M has to be for, we're going to change it. I interchange measurable with meaningful. So I think meaningful tells you a little bit more about what that portion of your goal is going to be. So meaningful, it needs to be attainable. It needs to be, the A is for attainable, the S is for specific, the M is for meaningful, the A is for attainable, meaning you can reach it. The R is for realistic. It needs to be realistic. It doesn't need to be something that is out. Let me give you, for instance, I had a person who wanted to, they wanted $1 million. And the way they were going to get this $1 million was to play the lottery. Now, there are people who win the lottery. I'm not saying that they're not. However, there is a chance that you won't win the lottery. And there's a bigger chance that you won't win the lottery than there is that you will win the lottery. And then there's an even smaller chance that you will win a lottery that will make you $1 million. So if you win $1 million, you may not take home $1 million because there's taxes or other things that you have to pay. So that's not really a realistic goal. And the T in SMART is timely. So you have to create a goal that is timely. Set a time to it. 2 years, 3 years, maybe it's less than a year, 6 months, whatever it is, you need to set a time to it. So let's go over this again. Your SMART goals. We use the word SMART, we write it down, S-M-A-R-T. And what you want to do, I'm going to tell you what that means, what SMART means. The S stands for specific, the M stands for meaningful, the A stands for it's attainable, the R is that your goal is realistic, and the T is that it is a timely goal, that it is a timely goal. The next thing I ask my clients to do is to write down at least 2 to 3 goals, 2 to 3 goals that will help you attain or help you reach your vision. So for instance, my goal, so let me tell you a story first. There's a lot of things that I want to do in my life. And there's a lot of things that, let me adjust this just quickly because my lighting is changing. There we go. There's a couple things that I want to be able to attain in my life, to reach in my life. When I was younger, my mother took me on trips and did lots of things with me. And I was very appreciative of it. But she was not able to take me on some of the trips that I dreamed about. So one of the things that I want to do is be able to take my mother, my daughter, my husband. We want to be able to afford to take our family on trips abroad, to Europe, to different places that we, want to create memorable experiences in. So that is one of my visions, is to be able to create memorable experiences. And I want to be able to take a European excursion. I want to be able to go to Africa and Dubai, different things like that. That's my vision, to see us there. And I have cut out pictures where I can see myself there. I have posted it on my boards where I can see myself in these places with my family. So that's what you have to do. It has to be in the forefront of your mind. Because if you don't post, if you don't put it in your journal, if you don't write it in your calendar, if you don't write that date, remember a date. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 6 months from now, have it in your calendar. This is when I want to be able to accomplish this. Put a highlighted square around it, whatever you got to do to make sure that you remember that date and you keep focused on that date. Don't stress yourself out about it if you don't reach it, if you fall off a little bit. Just get right back up on it the next day. It's your goal, it's your journey, it's what you want to do to accomplish. At some point, you may not even be able to meet it. But at that point, you'll be able to realize that. You'll be able to streamline it. Maybe you've reached a portion of it, you can't reach the next portion of it. It's yours. It is your vision to do what you want to do with it. I'm just here to help you create a plan to meet it. So once you have your SMART goal, your SMART written out, we want to create those goals. Like I said, specific, meaningful, attainable, realistic, and timely. You want at least 3 of them. You want at least 3 of those goals to help you out there. Now that you've written down your goals, you have to post them. Like I said in my live, post it on the wall, put it in your calendar, put it in your journal, carry it around, let other people know. Because once you start, if you want to save money, if you want to do certain things and you want to do it in a timely manner, let someone know that this is what you're planning to do. Simply because if they see you overspending or doing something that is not within your plan, then you will, they may hold you accountable. Let me tell you, my daughter, don't tell kids your plans and then go against them, because they will hold you accountable. I think I told her that I was trying to save some money so that we could do something. And then I went shopping one too many times that week. And she was like, Mommy, I thought. And I was like, oh, Lord. Here she is trying to hold me accountable for something that I said I was doing. I should be holding myself accountable. A 12-year-old. But you know what? I post stuff so that she can see it. I even share a calendar with her on my iPhone so that she can see appointments that we have, things that I need to do, so she can remind me, because we have so many things going on. And if you have an accountability partner, mine is a 12-year-old, but if you have an accountability partner that can help you out, that's awesome. You need that in life. There's nothing wrong with it. So post them, let people know, people that you can trust, people that mean well for you, people that are in your corner. Let them know your goals and things that you're trying to achieve. They'll help you. Trust me, they will. They will make sure that you know when you're going overboard with your spending. If, like I said, if you're trying to save, or if you said you were going to go to school and you haven't gone to school yet, they'll be like, so didn't you say you was going to start school this year? What's going on? And then when you have to answer those questions, like, oh yeah, I did say I was going to do that. Let me get on the ball. Nothing wrong with an accountability partner. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So, like I said, you can create your goals. You can create a vision board. You can put that vision across the top and have your pictures that say what it is that you want to do, whether it's saving, going to college, buying a house, whatever it is, post it on that board, and then have your goals listed on there and how you're going to achieve those. So, for instance, like with mine, I know how much it costs for us to go on a European trip. So, my goal would be that I am going to save this amount of money per month for the next 2 years, so that 3 years from now, my husband and I can take our family on this European tour. So that's how you do that. You set these goals, the things that you're going to do. Maybe one of your goals is to stop doing something. Maybe we need to take, which my husband would kill me if he heard this, so don't any of you tell him that I said this. Maybe we need to take the NFL package off of our cable, which I would hate to because I am a diehard Redskins fan. That's right, I said it straight out of RVA, diehard Redskins fan. But maybe that's something we need to do to be able to meet our vision. Maybe that's a goal. Maybe that's something that we need to cut back on in order to take that extra money to put it towards our goal. We're going to start saving all of our change, all of the money that you leave left around. Scoop it up. My husband will leave change, dollars. He's next minute, I done scooped it up and I done put it in our little bank account. Because at the end of the year, you never know how much money you save. You know, ladies, we have a lot of change in our purse. Dump it in your savings, dump it in your little, we got a little, remember we used to have the little Coke bottles back in the day? And we take that and we put it in that little Coke bottle. Then we get ready to count it now. We don't know how much we got in there, but we know we've had a lot of change laying around over the year. And I swipe it up. Wherever I see it, I put it in there. Who knows how much money we even got? I think we even got a $20 bill in there. Somebody put it in there. But anyway, make sure you write down your goals that will help you attain your vision, to reach your vision. And make sure you write down SMART goals. I want you to be specific. I want them to be meaningful to you. I want you to be able to attain those goals. They need to be attainable. They need to be realistic, and they need to be timely.